some Bible verses. Bible verses for joy and happiness. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it back up here. 1 second. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I'm going to be reading some Bible verses for joy and happiness. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just get started. Also, sorry, obviously I have my mini mic, so hopefully you guys like it. I know the audio is not going to be as clear, but hopefully it's still enjoyable. Anyway, let's get started. So the first one is Romans chapter 15, verse 13, and it says, "Now may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." And then it has like a little message at the bottom, and it says, "Trusting that God has a handle on our lives is our only source of hope. You should find comfort in the idea that He knows what He's doing." So that was the first one. Oh no, I do not know how to pronounce this one. It is spelled Ecclesiastes. I'm so sorry, I do not know how to spell it, or pronounce it. But it is chapter 2, verse 26. And it says, "To the person who pleases Him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. But to the sinner, He gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth to handle it over to the one who pleases God. This too is meaningless, a chase after the wind." And then I'm going to read the message underneath. And it says, "A person that trusts in God and believes in Him will always be in God's good grace, unlike the person who doesn't and goes against His teachings." Okay. So the next one is the same name. If I do edit this, I'm going to try to put it up on the screen. But it is chapter 9, verse 7. And it says, "Go eat your bread with joy and drink your wine with a merry heart, for God has already accepted your works." And the message says, "If you have put your full trust in God, you will be granted happiness and don't need to worry about misfortune." Don't need to worry about misfortune. The next one is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 28. And it says, "The hope of the righteous will be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked will perish." And the message says, "Someone who is in God's good grace will always find happiness, but people with bad intentions will wish to be in His good grace, but will never receive it." Okay. Sorry if I'm breathing into the mic. The next one is Psalm chapter 30, verse 5. And it says, "For His anger is but for a moment. His favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Sorry, I kind of messed up that. The message says, "We are taught to be scared of God's anger, but He never stays angry for too long. But His happiness with you will be lifelong." Okay. The next one is Psalm chapter 37, verse 4. And it says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." The message says, "God has limitless love for all of His servants. If you truly believe this, God will grant all of your wishes." The next one is Psalm chapter says, God is the true source of happiness, strength, hope, and wisdom. Those who are in his favor will always have these things. The next one is Psalm chapter 16, verse 8 through 9. And, sorry, oh God, I'm getting an itch. It says, I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure. And it says, God will always be present in your life, and no matter what happens, you should always remember that he is there for you. That thought alone should bring you happiness. The next one is Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. And it says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. And it says, the only source of true happiness is the Lord. All of the things you receive in your life that give you happiness are because you believe in God. The next one is Psalms chapter 126, verse 5. And it says, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. And it says, the people who make a few sacrifices will receive lifelong happiness and good health. Oh no, I can't really pronounce this one. I think it's Namaya. But it's chapter 8, verse 10. Chapter 8, verse 10. And it says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Acting to God's standards and sacrificing to make him happy should be what carries you through the day. The next one is John chapter 15, verse 11. And it says, these things have I spoken to you, that my joy may remain in you, and that your joy may be full. God's happiness is your happiness. It's a mutual benefit between each other. The next one is Philippians chapter 4, verse 11 through 13. And it says, not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Sorry if I messed up some. And it says, always remember that God can guide you through any difficult situation, even when you're at your lowest. The next one is James chapter 5, verse 13. And it says, is anyone among you suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing psalms. And it says, this quote reminds God's followers to keep loving him even when they are bountiful and blessed. Okay, the next one is Psalms chapter 19, verse 8. And it says, the precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. And it says, all of God's rules and commandments were made specifically to provide happiness to his people and followers. The next one is Peter chapter 4, verse 13. And it says, but rejoice in as much as you is Psalm chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. And it says, "Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with mockers, but they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night. They are like trees planted along the river bank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do." I like that a lot. And it says you can find happiness and strength if you stay away from sin and keep a strong faith. And this is the last one. And it says, "Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces." And it says, "No matter what you go through in life or what sins you may have committed in the past, if you look towards God and ask for forgiveness, you will always find happiness." Happiness, happiness. I loved all of them very much. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, even though I have a mini mic and the sound is probably a lot different, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this made you feel relaxed, even if you don't really normally listen to Bible reading videos or anything like that. I hope you still found it relaxing. Anyway, please don't forget to give this video a like. Please don't forget, if my comments are not disabled, which they might be, I'm not actually sure, but like I said, YouTube does disable my comments, so if they are, I apologize. But please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Also, thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I don't even know how to express how grateful I am. I just love you all so much, and I just appreciate each and every one of